I think faith and doubt must coexist, or else faith is not even a real definition that we can even support. Doubts. Joseph. Doubts. Mary. Doubts. Anxiety. Stress. I don't think God is mad about your doubts if they're sincere. I think I could go through about 100 examples of that. I don't think God is mad about your doubts if your doubts are sincere, because God knows that faith is a turbulent experience for a lot of people. It's a struggle. It's a hard thing. It's not faith in God is not easy. It's not easy. That's the difficult thing. The easy thing is no faith. Be an atheist. What's here, what's now. Live, die, have fun. Cease to exist. That's easy. Faith is hard. Faith is difficult. Faith in God with the experiences we go through, that is a difficult experience. God knows that, and I don't think He's mad at your doubts, because what does He do here for Joseph? God does not send the angel of the Lord to Joseph to rail him about his unbelief. He sends the angel of the Lord to Joseph to reassure him that even though he doubts, that yes, this is from God. God met Joseph in the place of his doubts. He did not judge him for it. I'll be honest with you. Gosh, I don't know how honest I should be. I mean, there's days where I think about heaven and hell and devil and God. There's days where I think about that and I say, that's crazy. What am I doing? I've never been to heaven. Why am I preaching a sermon about heaven next week? I've never been there. I don't know it exists. I've never been there. Preaching a sermon about hell? I've never been there. Why am I preaching a sermon about hell? I've never been there. I've never seen the devil. I don't talk to the devil. How do I know? How do I know these things? Thankfully, at least for me, at least this is just for me, I'm just being more honest than I really probably should be, but just for me, these days are not common days, but they do happen. Now, I know people, and you may be in this room and you may be here, I know people that do struggle with those more regularly. I don't think that makes you worse of a person than me. For me, at least, this is just for me, those types of questions and doubts are not common, but they do show up. For you, you may be here today. Doubt may be more prevalent and regular, and faith may be more irregular, and you wish you had more of it. I don't think God is mad at you for that, and I could give you 100 examples of this. Unless, now here's the kicker, now we do see places where Jesus reprimanded people for their lack of faith, their lack of belief. So we do see that. Now, what's the unique thing there? The unique thing there is that their doubts caused rebellion. Not just merely that they had doubts that overwhelmed them at times, but yet their faith was sincere. But the times when people are reprimanded in Scripture, we could probably give you 100 examples of this. Now, you think about these examples. Think about them. You know the Scriptures. The times when people were reprimanded was when their doubts caused about rebellious sin that was continual, unrepentant, and took over their life. I don't think God is mad about your doubts if they're sincere.